Well, if you'd like to work at a dynamic, exciting company that truly values their employees, then you should work at Marketplace Events. I love working remotely. I find that it really gives me a solid work-life balance. All the systems are in place. We are fully supported.
We sell a product that is really needed and necessary. The economy, we drive the economy with our shows. There's millions of dollars that are done from our shows, and I think that's really key and important, and it feels good to be involved in that.
The company really loves their employees, and it's so much fun. It's hard work, but then you see the payoff, and you get to see it in real life. And look around. There's so many people here, and you see happy exhibitors, you see happy attendees, and that just is amazing. This is what I love, bringing the qualified attendees to our exhibitors. 92% of these folks walking around the home shows are homeowners, and they're here with projects. 72% have projects, and they are ready to buy and get those leads for exhibitors.
It's a company where you can learn so much, you can grow from your peers, and it's a company that promotes from within. A typical sales day, I am usually definitely on the phones, but sending a lot of emails, and honestly, even when I'm on the phone, I'm building relationships with exhibitors and just trying to get them in the show and learn about their business as well.
What I wanted to suggest to people considering joining the company is to know that the events industry is not as glamorous as they might think. There is a lot of hard work, it's very rewarding, but with that comes a lot of schlepping. So if you're considering getting into the events industry, know that it's hard work and it's rewarding and it's not glamorous all the time.
I would say the culture of our company. We're a very close-knit team, even though we're in home offices, but it's as if we work together every day is what it feels like. I think everyone at Marketplace Events has a piece of leadership in them, because sometimes people think of whoever has a manager role per se is the only leader, but to me a leader can be any position. And you could be a show coordinator and you lead your team by the way that you work, by the way that you speak to the exhibitors, to the consumers, to your own colleagues, or you can have your sales team. They lead by pushing the show and telling the exhibitors how good it is of what we have and really representing what Marketplace Events is.
I think they care about us. I think the company has that feeling from day one. It was one of the reasons that I wanted to come work for this company was the core values, but also day to day, year to year, season after season, they show us that they care, they listen, changes are made along the way, and overall I think it's a company that genuinely cares for us because we're family.
Yeah, the qualities that we're looking for are integrity and honesty and passion, the willingness to be able to work with people, the willingness to be calm in all situations as much as you possibly can. Obviously that changes from time to time, but just those inner qualities that you see in people. If I meet somebody and they're looking for something and they have that kind of spark in their eye, and I always look at a cultural fit, because this is such a great company to work for, and the people within the company, it's so collaborative and supportive, and you want that right chemistry. So that's what I look for in people, and absolutely would recommend Marketplace Events.
I worked for some bigger names like Nestle and IBM and Nike, but the reason I stayed here is you have the liberty to do what you want to do. If what you are doing is beneficial for the people in the company, there are no restrictions, there is no red tape, there is no micromanagement.
I think just in general, there's a culture that comes with show business. It's you against the world, and it's not like going to Bank of America, right? Where you kind of know your coworkers, but it's a very separate entity. This is a family atmosphere. And so you have a lot more heart in what you do. And because of that, it feels more fulfilling. Any new employee that works with me, the immediate thing I tell them is you need to be scrappy. You cannot be regimented. Nothing is a straight line. Nothing is linear. You have to be willing to keep up with a fast-paced environment. So this is not a company where people are going to take 6 months to come up with a decision and people are just waiting. We make thoughtful decisions, we use data to do it, but those decisions are made very quickly.
They're definitely very, very driven. Obviously money is going to be your big focus, but you're driven for your team, you're driven for your show, and you're driven for your clients. So the drive is what's going to really get you through to the finish line.
More calls. It's a lot of phone calls, but you know, you're used to that. You kind of set up your day with who you're going to call, and just keeping in touch with current exhibitors, past exhibitors, and then it's completely different once you get to show site. It's like a flip-flop and you're meeting all the exhibitors in person.
So what's it like having all of your clients under one roof at the same time? It's extremely challenging at times, but so incredibly amazing. This is what we work for all year. And if I were to compare that to other jobs that I've had, you know, sometimes you work and you work and you work and you work and you're a piece of a cog. And at the end of the year, you don't actually see the product that was built. But being a part of the show team, whether you're you know, on the admin side, whether you're a show coordinator, operations, sales team, your product that you build as a team, you see it come to fruition. And that, you can't beat that.